Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Between Knits and Pearls. Today, we're catching up on what's on our needles with myself. I'm one of your co-hosts, Emily, also known as Andersmillknits, coming to you from the wonderful, big, great state of Alaska.
And I'm Stephanie. I'm your other co-host, and I can be found all over on the interwebs as Farmsteadknits, and I'm coming to you from the very warm state of Kentucky.
I know. See, we're okay. I could honestly be wearing a sweater right now, one of my hand knit sweaters. Just saying.
I'm just hoping that we can get past this next couple weeks, and then it's going to start going into the low 80s, and then maybe September will cool off a little bit.
Low 80s. Oh my gosh. Nope.
Yep.
Our current temperature is 42.
Oh, nope.
At least it was. Okay, so it's 46 now. Okay, so it's warmed up 4 degrees since I woke up.
Our high today is 91. So there you have it.
Yep. Which is why, though, you have 3 growing seasons and we have 1.
Correct.
So, yes.
Correct. There's gives and takes wherever you are, you know?
It's so
just
true.
Is what it is.
Yep.
Oh.
So, Miss Stephanie, what have you been doing in the last 2 weeks?
What have I been doing? We've been doing a lot of swimming. This has kind of been last week was the end to the beginning of our school season. My girls went back to school on Wednesday, so they've had 3 days in school. It's been interesting to just see how school is going to go this year, and we're doing the best we can to make sure that we're safe and we're going to school and following all the rules. So
yeah,
my kids are in 1st grade and 3rd grade, so school is still very fun for them, and I'm excited about that because they genuinely love going to school at this point. So
I know. Okay, so when do you think the resentment of going to school will start? I mean,
gosh, I hope never, but I'm sure it's reality. I want to think it was junior high school for me, you know, because it's that awkward age of you're a preteen and your bodies are changing and everything is like new again, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and the sense of learning changes because before it was fun and engaging, and now it's all pressure. You better get it now and get into a good college and stuff.
Yeah.
And
so I'm super thankful we're still just in 1st and 3rd grade.
Yeah.
We've been gardening a lot. I have been preserving, and my tomatoes are going good. So that's been fun. I put up a lot of tomatoes. Okra. We talked about okra last time.
Oh, which, by the way, so I will be writing the haystack recipe in the show notes for this video. So,
and full disclaimer, it is not my recipe. It is a Jill Winger recipe. Hands down, my favorite cookbook. If you guys are looking for a cookbook where it's kind of like from scratch, she does a really good job. You can get it on Amazon. She's, again, I've followed her for years and I absolutely adore her. But we'll put it down so that you guys can enjoy that as fall comes. It's a super easy, great hearty meal side, I guess you could say.
Nice. Well, my family, we used to make haystacks growing up, and that was the full meal. That was it.
Oh, you could doll those up with bacon and chives, and I mean, you could definitely go to town on that for sure.
But we always had the Mormon haystacks. So there was either potatoes or rice.
Right.
There was canned pineapple. There was those Chinese noodle things.
The crunchy thing.
Yeah. And then olives, chives, bacon, chicken, like
loaded,
lots of cheese. Yeah. So, and then you got to choose. Do you want it over
rice or potato?
Rice? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love it.
So I think ours is very different. But so I bet you anything if you just look up Mormon haystack recipe.
Yeah. I'm sure it's nothing new, guys. It's her version of it that I like. So
yeah, because it sounds freaking delicious. Anyway,
exactly. So school is in for us. The college is in for my husband. For those of you that don't know, my husband is a longtime standing collegiate baseball coach, head baseball coach. I think he's the best coach in the world, but that's just me because I'm his wife.
And I offended you guys a little bit because when the Olympics were on, she was asking me, what are you going to watch? And so I did tongue in cheek, I'm not going to be watching baseball because that's boring as all get out.
You know, it's not for everybody. Just because it's America's greatest game doesn't mean it's everybody's greatest game.
Exactly.
I get that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I grew up scoring games throughout junior high school and high school for the high school team. So I understand it from the inside out. Not everybody does. So.
Yeah, and I get very confused. All I know is that you're supposed to hit the ball and run around the bases, hopefully getting a home run. That's all I know, right? And like all these stats and averages they put on the screen, I'm like, that makes no sense to me. So
there's a science behind it. There's no joke.
I was gonna say that's the same with any sport. Like when they do that with basketball or football or oh my goodness, heaven above, golf. I don't get that at all.
So we've been busy, all things school starting.
But no, the big project that you guys just finished up for the college.
We are in the process of redoing the entire aesthetics of the dugout. So we put up all new dugout benches. We have painted everything, new logos, a total 180. So it looks really nice. We put in a lot of work. It's just what we do, you know, we want to be good stewards of whatever we're doing and work to the best of our ability. So that's what we're doing.
And it was a whole family affair. The girls were involved and everything.
Oh, I have some of the cutest pictures of them in baseball hats, pounding nails. And we make a day of it, you know, because it's one of those things. I think at this age, when you involve your children in what you're doing and you're using it as a teaching, but also a fun scenario, they learn from that and they remember those things. And those are essential building blocks as to the character of who they become later on in life.
I agree. Yeah.
So we just make it a family affair.
Yep.
How about you? What's been going on in your world?
Well, I don't really want to sound like a broken record, but I mean, I'm exhausted. I mean, it just sounds like a broken record to me. I attempted to paint the palette. You guys all saw the Instagram thing. And the paint, Jeremy and I could not remember if it was 4 or 5 coats I put on that thing. And you guys saw, if you haven't seen, go to my Instagram, Andersmillknits, and you'll see the palette. It literally looks like I've got nothing on it.
Something had to have gone wrong with that paint. I don't know if it separated or who knows, but that just is unreal. Did you tell everyone what this is for?
Oh, so I'm making a palette sign for the wedding. If you guys also saw my Instagram video about that, man, this looks orange. This is a hot pink color, by the way.
Oh wow, that does look orange.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? This is something I hand dyed many years ago.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, yes. So we have no idea what's going to happen necessarily with the wedding, as in person or not. I am proceeding as if everything is going to be as planned, but at the end of this month or the beginning of next month, we'll have 2 weeks left to decide. I can't get my deposit back from, we've paid the whole thing for the venue. I can't get that back unless the mayor comes down and says that we're all in lockdown. So I'm already, and I've already, Jeremy's parents have graciously offered to pay for the food, the catering. And so the catering is more expensive than it normally would be because I said I have to, I'm insisting that all of the meals be prepackaged in individual servings. There's no mixing fingers in bowls and all this kind of stuff, or using same spoons. And so that got a little expensive, and his dad just stepped in and said, well, I'll take care of that.
That's so gracious. Yeah. So gracious. Yeah.
So we've got that paid for. And so I don't know. So the sign is that I'm making the sign to welcome everybody to the wedding. And then I have to make about, I don't know, 14 bajillion other signs. Like one about the masks, please wear a mask. One about the wristbands, describing like what color to pick up to signal for you to signal that either A, you want to socially distance, or B, you're okay with close up and personal contact.
Your level of capability, or you know what I mean.
Yeah. And then, but I'm really excited about it. We're having a family get together this evening to celebrate 2 of my niece's birthdays that are those 2 nieces, among with 3 others, are supposed to be my bridesmaids.
Nice.
And I have no idea if that's going to happen. So we're going to discuss that tonight. So.
You need some answers. Yep. I don't know about you, but I vote Emily puts the ceremony on YouTube so we can watch.
So that's been a big discussion. That's been a huge discussion. Because
I don't know who might have prompted that or pushed for that. I'm just saying.
Well, you can't be here, and technically, even though you're not here, you're my matron of honor, even though you're thousands of miles away. And neither can my other best friend, Anna. So it's in most of not most. I mean, Alaska is a great place to grow up, but if you want to really, if you're not in certain types of industries in Alaska, you can't see yourself progress very far.
Right.
And it's extremely expensive to live here, like very. Crazy. So most of both of our people that we've grown up with have moved out of state, and it's almost impossible for them to get up here now. I can't tell you how many returns of I'm sorry, we can't make it. We just can't fly at this time. I've gotten. Yeah. So I'm from my family and Jeremy's family.
Yeah.
We both he's got a bajillion aunts and uncles. So have I.
I just think it would be a really fun way for everybody to enjoy your wedding.
Yes. So, and I mean, I am all for it because you guys know that I share way too much.
You? What?
Yeah, of course not. I'm the, my, because the thing is that I can share about me, but 9 times out of 10, I can't share about the other people in my life because, well, it used to be that I'm a counselor and I still kind of, keep that modality.
Just a respect thing, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't care if you guys know about me. I love everybody. So
you're so cute.
Yeah. So I'm all for putting it on not Instagram, on YouTube Live. My family has been pushing back on that. So I'm trying to.
Whose wedding is it?
Exactly.
Okay.
And oh my gosh. Stephanie knows that, was it last weekend or the weekend before, where I had that complete and utter breakdown because my family continues to change everything. And I'm just like, I can't take it anymore. Like, you can't keep doing this to me. I have to have some certain things in stone. Like, for instance, who in the heck are my bridesmaids?
Yeah.
We're 4 weeks out and I still don't know if I'm even going to have any. Yeah. So
that's why you're having a family get together.
Yes. Well, and also to celebrate my niece's birthdays, 2 of them. Yeah. So I bought one of my nieces a sweater's quantity of yarn from Knit Picks, and so she'll be getting that. Yeah.
That's fun.
My other niece gets other things. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But otherwise,
that's life.
Yeah. All the other stuff is about work, and I'm tired of talking about work. So
on to the next.
We'll just skip it.
You're so cute. Well, as far as pearls goes, we don't have anything too big other than just to remind everybody that we have graciously been gifted 2 sweaters quantities with matching needles from Knit Picks. Thank you, Knit Picks. You guys are awesome. We will be giving these away as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, which, guys, we're so close. So anybody, this will go into a drawing, whether you've made a comment, this podcast, last podcast, whatever, we're going to be drawing from the subscriber pool. So as soon as we hit 1,000, 2 lucky people are going to get a full sweaters quantity of either the High Desert or the Wonder Fluff, 8 balls of color of choice with matching needles for size for whatever pattern you guys decide.
Yeah.
So we're very, very excited about that.
Yes.
The next.
Oh, get your friends to subscribe,
yes.
for heaven's sake. Share,
share. Yeah. And again, guys, we're not doing this for numbers. This just, once we hit that 1,000 point, we can do the live YouTube talks. That's it. That's all it gets us. We're not interested in it. And probably we'll never talk about numbers again.
No.
Truly.
No.
The other thing we wanted to let you guys know, because Emily's wedding, we already celebrated the birthday. Emily's wedding is coming soon. We are probably going to have one more podcast before the wedding. And then we're going to take about a month off because she'll be obviously on her honeymoon doing stuff. And it's just kind of that busy time with school starting and things like that. So then we will come back fresh, new, and ready to share with you guys everything in October, which then in October, I can't believe we're even announcing this. We are going to open up the start of 24 days of cheer as far as signups. I can't even believe we're there already, guys.
I know. It's astounding. But I mean, I think, I think it's because there's so much that goes into it as far as build up.
Yeah. And we want to give people enough time that it's not a stressful thing. You have plenty of time to plan, plenty of time to package and to mail out. Mailing out, we all know mail is not exactly on time these days. Holiday season comes around and, it gets crazier even then. So,
yes.
Yeah, it can be a super fun thing if you have plenty of time to plan.
Yes. But the one that we will be, the one last one that we will be broadcasting is going to be a live knit together to celebrate somebody's birthday.
It will be my birthday, yes. So we will be doing that on Saturday, September 4th. Time to be announced. We'll just kind of figure that out as we get closer. But we'll let you guys know on Instagram. You can follow us always over at Betweenknitsandpurls, where we try and keep up with all the crazy shenanigans.
Yes. But it's your birthday, so you get to decide the time, and everybody else will just have to adjust.
Perfect. We'll try and do something that's kind of flexible for everybody on a Saturday. How about that?
Yeah. But isn't that funny that both of our birthdays were on Saturdays this year?
That rarely happens. And usually, mine's usually on Labor Day. When I was born so many years ago, it was on Labor Day.
Wait, how many years ago?
It will be 41 this year. I cannot believe that.
I know. I can't believe we're getting, I still feel like I'm I don't even know if I feel like I'm 12 inside.
Oh, I totally feel like I'm in my 20s. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't dress like I'm in my 20s anymore. Hopefully I don't act like that.
Yesterday I went because I wanted to buy my one niece some clothing for her birthday. So we went shopping for clothing and we were in the youth section, obviously. And I was just like, there's this thing about the cutoff cropped sweaters right now. And I'm just like, that if they have any bust at all, they're going to be showing under boob. What is happening here?
Well, and it's not like it's a cute layering thing. Like you put on a long one and then you put the short one on. You just put the short one on and let it all hang out. Sorry.
Exactly.
No.
And then I turned to Jeremy. I said, I think I'm just old now. Because if I was 20, I would probably think that was so cute and would want it.
Oh my!
Actually, no, I wouldn't because I've always been fat. So no.
You're terrible. So that is all for Pearls this week. I hope you guys are all caught up. Again, share with your friends. We really want to give these sweater quantities away. They're going to be so awesome to see, and then to know who wins and what they pick and all that fun stuff that goes with it.
I mean, who wouldn't want to try the new High Desert Twist?
Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool.
I want to be knitting on my sweater so bad, but
I know
wedding
it's too
knits
hot for me. It's too hot.
Yes, and wedding knits have to come first.
So without further ado, I think we will go into our 2 Crafters Corners for this week.
Yay!
So I'm super excited. Angela is who we are featuring this week as our yarn dyer. She is Willow Tree Yarns. Look
Ooh,
at
I
that.
love that.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those it was easy open.
Yes.
Stitch markers on there. But okay.
So is she from the South? Is she from the South?
You know, I don't know.
Or does she just like willows? Who knows?
I don't know.
Assume.
I don't know. But all I know is Angela is so cute. So cute. She was so darling. So I had made a comment on one of her posts about a yarn she had just recently dyed. And I said, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen speckles like this before. And she was so cute. She goes, well, I'd be happy to send you a skein if you want to share about it. And I'm thinking, absolutely, I want to share about it. So I got it in my hands. This is her 75-25 casual fingering weight. It's called Cherry Berry Pop.
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
And guys, it probably is not going to show. These are neon yellow and hot pink speckles.
Oh, I thought they were rusty. Oh.
No, it is neon as neon gets.
That is so cool.
So, of course, I'm thinking I need like highlighter yellow heels and toes for this pair of socks.
Of course you went to socks.
Of course I did. Why would me not go to socks? Although I'll tell you what, if you had like highlighter pink and highlighter yellow and you mixed it with a 3 skein shawl over any black, gray, white long sleeve shirt for the fall with denim. Oh my gosh, you guys. So stinking cute.
Well,
so
that's got me thinking of. Okay, sorry, keep talking because that's.
She has this in her shop right now. She can be found at etsy.com/shop Willow Tree Yarns. So I just wanted to say thank you to Angela because that was so gracious of her just to send me this skein of yarn. And guys, this is like burning a hole in my knitting bag. I'm like, don't cast it on. Don't cast it on. I've got 2 more pairs I have to finish. And then I'm like, okay, I can do it. I can get it on the needles.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
So thank you, Angela. That was so gracious of you. And everyone go check out her yarn. I know that color is in her shop and she has some super awesome colors as well to go with that.
Yes.
So, and then Crinkle Crinkle. Forgive me.
I've been told that people love that crinkling sound. So I don't think it's like ASMR. Is that what that's called?
I don't know.
Where they like to hear people like chew things and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Totally.
And our second Crafters Corner today, I am so excited. This is Farmhouse Sewing Cafe.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Guys, this is her smallest bag.
That's the smallest?
I know.
Whoa.
Right? So
yeah.
There's some really cool details on this that makes this pretty unique from just any ordinary project bag. Number 1, this is canvas on the bottom.
Ooh, good.
So this is going to wear well. It's not going to stain. You can set it on things and not have to worry. Secondly, this is a lace handle.
I have never seen anything like that.
Right?
Oh my gosh, I love that.
So cute. And it turns and you can just take it as you go. So it's not super huge. Like I would put a small shawl. You could easily put 2 pairs of socks in this for sure.
Yeah.
So then check this out, you guys. Her zipper has lace.
I was wondering if that was the fabric or yeah.
It's the zipper.
Oh my gosh.
And then little gray dots on the inside.
I just love this bag. The details. Okay, I'm sorry, but that is so romantic.
Right? It is. It's just so soft. And that's kind of I want to say that's her motif, like this just cute cottagey, super cute look, you guys. But super well made. Again, her lines, her seams. Oop, I'm totally out of frame. Yeah, you guys. So, and I believe this is Evelyn. If I'm getting, I had her card. If I get that wrong, I apologize. Guys, so cute. And so I would like to give this as a giveaway. So I don't know what we're going to do for a giveaway yet, but this is going to go in our prize pile as well. She also,
do you want to get
notion pouches too, where you put your needles in it, which I don't know if you guys, not everybody knits on double pointed needles, which typically is what these are for. But for those of you guys who are, if I can get myself together here, magic loopers, it works just the same for magic loop. You just catch it on that one side and you catch it on the other side. It's actually really good for socks because it keeps it all together.
Yeah.
And then your stuff's not going to fall off.
And normally with socks, we carry these around everywhere, and I can't tell you how many times that I lose my stitches or get things mixed up. Yeah.
Yes. So guys, pop over to her shop. Honestly, I would grab a couple of these. If you're a sock knitter or, you know, small projects, you know, I've tried those stoppers on the ends. Mine fall off every single time. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong or what, but then there is no way this is going to fall out. It's completely caught with that snap in there. So,
you know, we need to suggest that somebody come up with one for sweater knitting, like something like that for sweater knitting, because I had that problem.
Fun.
Yeah, because I had that problem. I was using the stoppers on the end when I was doing the colorwork sweaters for Jeremy and I would still lose them and stitches would still come off and I would be so frustrated.
So you could just like double the size and put 4 snaps.
Yes.
I'm just saying. But
anybody listening,
head on over to Farmstead Sewing Cafe. Thank you guys so much. This will be a prize coming to you guys.
And it might be a birthday knit live giveaway. Who knows?
Let's do that. Let's call it a birthday live giveaway. And we will
you can only win it
from the people who are live in the chat. So they'll know immediately.
Yep. That would be fun.
That would be awesome. So thank you so much for all of our crafters corners this week. We
forgot one. So I'm going to share my screen. Well, first off, so our good friend Jennifer Lassonde of Down Cellar Studio just came out with a shawl pattern.
Not just a shawl pattern. This is a stripy yarn shawl pattern.
Yep. And she came out with 2 different designs in one, where there's the worsted weight and then there's the fingering weight. And she was so gracious. She gifted it to us.
Yes.
And
thank
you. Yes.
For all of you guys who are collectors of Felici or self-striping sock yarn, this is going to blow your socks off, you guys. Seriously.
Yeah. So here we go. So here's the Millie Margaret shawl worsted weight. And I can't tell you, I love this center panel. Look at that.
It's perfect because it literally is the solid piece that goes across your chest, which is how she's featuring it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you guys. It's so cute. And then you have that detail just on the ends of your striped yarn. So you can coordinate, you can make it match completely. You know, I mean,
here we go. This is the one I wanted to. I thought there'd be more people who had also knit the worsted weight one, but look at all these projects of people. Oh,
I know there are people actively knitting it right now, so I think there's going to be a lot of them done soon.
Yes. So people are using things like white birch fiber, which you know is awesome fingering, but lots of people are using just scraps. So this is the fingering weight version.
Well, or guys, if you have mini skeins, this would be perfect for minis if you wanted to stripe it or make it a certain pattern. I know Amber, the Crafty Keller, she was one of her test knitters And she said it was so much fun when she did it.
I mean, I see this fingering weight one as a very summer shawl, or like spring, winter,
totally.
I mean spring, fall. And then this one being very much more appropriate because, I mean, look at all that scrunchiness that could go around right at your neck. To keep
well, and you're
going
to laugh. The first thing I thought of, like with the worsted weight one, is like for us, like your college colors, your alma mater colors, you know, going to football games and just having this draped around yourself would be so cute. So I'm thinking I might be doing this in some college school colors. So
yes. And right now she's got a coupon. So thanks for checking out my latest design. Use coupon NICE to get 40% off through Sunday, August 22nd, which is today. So, but this will be out before the end of today.
But you guys, this is definitely one where I would say this is worth its weight to purchase the pattern. Jennifer is a great designer. She you know, it's one of those things. She really needs, I don't say she needs it, but you're paying for what you're getting. And I think it's appropriate to purchase that pattern, even if it's not available for free. You know what I mean? She has it tech edited. It's all really well done, very clear. Like I said, Amber, the Crafty Keller, she did the test knit and she said it was super awesome. So
I've never done a test knit for Jennifer. I think that would be fun to do one with her.
BostenJen, yeah, she's. I think she just has a link in her Ravelry group for a sign up for that, I believe. So
yeah,
and we are BostenJen lovers through and through over here at Between Knits and Pearls. So that's nothing new.
No, nothing new at all. And if you guys don't know, she has started doing after she did our interview, she loved doing the interview on YouTube so much that she started doing interviews on her YouTube channel. So she and I are a lot alike in at least as far as our modalities and stuff. So we both have audio podcasts. So just in case you didn't know, Little Cabin Knits for me, and for her, a Down Cellar Studio, and then she's also
check her out on both platforms.
Yeah. Awesome. I love it. I've been listening to Down Cellar Studio for, I don't know,
forever.
At least 7 years. She told us how long she's been doing it.
And she's getting ready to launch her pigskin party, guys. If you are up for a fun fall knit along, head over to I mean, it's everywhere. It's on Instagram, it's on Ravelry, it's on her website, all the places. Pigskin party is coming up soon. I've done the splash pad one for the summer with her.
Yes. And, you know, I've done the pigskin party once years ago, but it just seems that every time there's a pigskin party, there's so many changes happening in my life. I'm just like, I can't commit.
It's a hard time for you. Yes. It's one of your busiest seasons. And obviously now with the wedding coming up, it's going to be even crazier for you.
Yeah. But I wish. So that's officially our Crafter's Corner.
There we go. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah. Well, actually, because because you know, guys, we always talk before we go live.
We chit chat.
Yeah. And I had totally forgotten about it until you were talking about. I think it was. It was Willow Tree yarn.
Yes, and I am so excited to cast that on. Like I said, she gifted it to both of us, and I keep thinking like the zebra yarns. Anna, that we just featured, you guys, she just loaded her shop with so many new colors of self-striping yarn. That would be a perfect match for the fingering weight, you guys. It would be, oh my gosh, how cool would that be if you did the black and white stripes on the side and then the red in the middle?
Oh,
that could be super cute.
Yes, I love that.
So fun.
You had an idea. All right. So what's on what's on your needles, my friend?
Needles. I have 2 half-finished objects. So I am finished with this one, working on this one.
I love that. What yarn is that?
This is Misty Alpaca yarn, which my sweet friend Diane, who's like me in another lifetime, I just love her to pieces, She sends me yarn and I get the privilege of knitting it and returning it back with lots of love and prayer and sending it right back to her. Her eyesight is not very good. And so I have just taken on this love of knitting her socks and filling her drawers.
Yeah. And speaking of that, BostenJen knit her a pair of socks too.
She did. That was so sweet, you guys. That was so much fun. So yeah, this is my Misty Alpaca yarn, and I do 68 stitches just because I tend to be a teeny bit of a tight knitter and I like a very tight gauge on socks. It's almost like self-striping.
I know, it's so beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
It's so calming, those colors.
And it's a good I want to say it's like 50% alpaca. I mean, it's a good amount.
Wow.
Ooh, so soft though. Those are just a vanilla sock.
I know the colors aren't spot on, but for some reason I'm thinking of a Monet painting when I see that.
Kind of like the blues, the greens, the purples, for sure. So this is, if I get this right, it is a 50% alpaca, 30% merino, 10% silk, and 10% nylon. So it is very sturdy, but very soft. And I've made Diane a couple other pairs of this because she sent some of this yarn for me to knit. She said it's one of her absolute favorites because it is so warm. It's a thinner sock, but it is so warm.
I've never ever knit with Misty Alpaca.
You know what? I hadn't either until she sent it to me. And I got to tell you, I'm kind of a fan now.
Yeah.
It's really, it's a unique makeup. And again, with that silk and nylon and the alpaca, I mean, it is, and super nice. So,
who makes Misty Alpaca? What's the company?
You know what? That's a good question. Let's look it up. Misty Alpaca. It says Misty Alpaca International and made in Peru.
Oh, so the brand, it's not okay. So it's actually the company too. Okay.
Yes, I believe they are their own, and I think they have more variation in yarn weights as well too. So
yeah.
And then I have a second half finished still knitting other sock because I love socks. So these are the little half pint socks that I'm tucking away for Christmas stockings for my girls. These are much bigger than last year's socks.
They're growing.
Oh my gosh, they're growing like weeds. So I just have them stand on the cereal box and I trace out their foot and I use it as my template. But I looked, I have the last 4 years of templates. Oh my gosh, they had such little feet.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was. So I was like, but I do. These are just scraps, guys. I have no idea how old this purple is.
It's so gorgeous the way that the combination. I love it.
I do. And I love just being able, you finish a pair of socks and you have like a handful of yarn left. It's perfect for these little guys.
Yep.
And then I just passed on the cuff for the next one.
So no ribbing at all. It's sort of like a jelly roll, as you will.
12 rolls of straight knit, and I go right into the heel. So it does not take very long at all.
Do they prefer the shorty socks over the longer ones? What do you think?
I've made them a couple pairs of both. I think they wear each one of them seasonally. They like the longer ones in the winter, but they'll still wear the other ones in the spring and in the fall too. So yeah.
Do you have to make the heel deeper?
And then
do you have to make the heel deeper to account for shorter legs?
I am doing an adult length heel to make sure that it goes over there. And kids are so funny because it's a short heel and it doesn't really catch at that age. So I do 16 rounds for my socks. So I just started doing 16 for theirs on the shorties.
Okay. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Because I've never knit myself a shorty. I mean, I've knit like a ribbing of that and then went straight in. But I've always noticed that the ribbing kind of looks funny on my Achilles heel. So
you should try it rolled. It's kind of fun and it's easy to just get on right. And it sits, those little bobby socks with the pom-poms on the back. I almost thought about putting a pom-pom on the back of the socks.
I would not be disappointed if you did.
And then the only other thing, which of course I didn't bring it with me, is my jelly roll blankets. So
right.
But
you have been keeping us apprised on Instagram.
Yes, follow me on Instagram over at Farmsteadknits, and I just love it, you guys. It is so much. It's not like the mitered square. It's not like the cozy memory. It's, I don't want to say it's smarter because it's no smarter than anything else, but it just feels like, oh, this is so smart. Kay did a great job. She did a great job on the pattern.
So are you at the end of your 24 days of cheers?
I have 2 minis left, and then it will be regular minis from what I've got in the past. So yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go.
How about you, Miss Lady?
So I've got a lot on my needles, but the first thing I don't know if I'm finished, but my bunting. So let's see if I can get it over. So this is the shortest. Yep, that's the shortest one of the bunting that I probably will do, which will go on the fireplace for the reception.
That'll be so cute.
I spent last weekend, sorry, I'm gathering it all up.
You're good.
Blocking and weaving in the ends of all 30 of my actual colors, my official colors. But I have another 25, so here's some of them, where is it? There it is. Of just, well, some of them are not random colors.
Cute.
Like this is one of my wedding colors from M1 Yarns.
Yeah.
But I've got a whole bunch. There's a big pile of them because I also want to just have them around the house. And who knows, maybe I'll use these at the wedding too. I don't know, but I kind of wanted to keep them in line with the colors.
They're super cute.
The only thing that I'm actually knitting on another one right now, like I was telling you guys. So this is not orange. This is
so funny because that comes across like,
I can't get it to not be orange.
That's so funny.
Nope. But so I'm knitting on another one, and so this is when I used to hand dye yarn. So I used to be Andersmillknits.
Yes.
Yarn dyeing as well. So this was one of my most popular colorways.
That's cute.
And I called it jazzercise. So yes. So there you go. And then so I've been knitting on that as we've been working here.
It's too bad you couldn't make just like a little single bunting flag for each little table with a number on it.
Ooh, I still could.
What? I have an idea. I will send you a thing. I've seen it where they put it like on skewers and just a little piece of twine, and you could hang just one with the table number. Just saying.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because you need 900 more crafty things to do right now.
I know. Hi.
Oh, well.
So those were, I was still showing the vanilla shock thing. Sorry.
You're good.
I forgot to make a little thing for my bunting flags, but whatever, you guys.
Okay.
So I can't even remember the name of the thing, but it's a good
super
one.
Cute. I think it's a free one on Ravelry, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. And then my next one that I'm working on is not another. Whoa! I don't want to show you the chart. Not Another Gnome by Schira of Imagine Landscapes.
These are so cute. My mom made one of these. Oh my gosh. Now, are you holding yours fingering double? What?
I don't need to. This sucker's going to be huge. But so here's Not Another Gnome. So, what one?
What's the weight it calls for? Weight of yarn.
So it just calls for fingering weight, but I've seen a lot of people who wanted to have bigger gnomes, so they did either worsted weight or double. But I wanted mine to be on our colors. So this is not showing very well. So Jeremy's kind of looks like a tree because his face is cute, and it's got the most beautiful details. Come on now, I can do this. Sort of.
That's so cute.
Now, the hat was totally fine. I got through the hat awesome.
Yeah.
It was the picking up for the body even, I did okay.
Oh.
However, once I started knitting the body, so you want to make sure that the cables line up from the body to the hat.
Okay.
Well, so she has you rearrange the stitches.
Oh.
Only I kept on rearranging the stitches wrong, and I got confused at some point. Yep. So I probably knit the body, and then of course you can't tell with the cables until you're like 2 or 3 crosses in. So we're talking about 16 rows or more rounds. So I had to reknit it like at least 4 times before I got it.
But right. The thing is, on the next one, you won't make that mistake again. You'll totally know what you're doing.
I hope not. But I'm at the point now where I need to block it before I stuff it. Oh, and also I dropped a stitch in my cable. Oh my gosh, Emily. Come on. I dropped a stitch in my cable way back there and only noticed it when I was down here somewhere. And I was just like, I ain't
pull it through the backside and stitch it?
Yeah, I'm just going to do that. So
I don't think anyone will notice.
No. But I'm super nervous. I wanted to have it blocked before we podcasted today, but I couldn't bring myself to do it yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I have a question. Do you think my needles will rust if I put them in the water with the yarn?
Do you have try-on tubing?
I do. I just don't want to take it off the needles.
Put it on scrap yarn.
I don't want to take it off the needles.
I don't think they'll rust.
But I mean, yeah. I probably should just do it. Yeah. But at the same time, I just
How many stitches?
I think at this point, no, actually we've got more. So I think we've got almost 80 something on the stitches, on the needles. Yeah. I think. I'm probably wrong, but you increase because the body gets bigger as you go down, right?
Just hang the needles over the bowl when you're getting it wet, and then it's fine.
There we go. We can do that. So, and then of course, when you're blocking it, you got to block the hat a certain way versus the body a different way.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be awesome. And then, of course, I got to figure out what to do for his beard because Jeremy has a salt and pepper beard, not a white beard. And I want it to be kind of accurate. So I'm like, do I want to do color work and do every other stitch white, brown, or do I want to do a marled yarn? Or, yeah. And I don't have any marled yarn of brown and white.
What if you just held two strands of those 2 colors together so it would actually be fluffier?
That would be so cool.
And then it'll just marl itself.
Yes.
There we go. Perfect. This is how Emily and I work very late at night. I will text her. So what do you think about this? And then she says, oh yeah. Or how about this? This is how we do this, guys. It's a madhouse. I'm serious. Yep.
Because I'm glad you said that because in my head, the only way I could figure it out was to do the color work. And I was like, his beard is going to look like a checkerboard.
Let nature take its course and let it marl. Let it marl.
Yep.
That's cute. Yep.
And then my last thing that I am working on is the Snowberry cowl. But, I mean, the pattern is a 2-for-1, is a twofer. You can either knit, this is a terrible image of it because it's just black and white. It doesn't give it justice at all. But you can knit it as a stole or as a cowl. And I'm doing the cowl. And so we had a 2-day manager retreat this week. And while I was co-hosting it, I should say. I only had to teach twice during that whole time. And actually I ended up scrapping all the things that I was going to teach and just going with my gut and doing a discussion, a roundtable discussion with them. And the feedback was they really, really liked that discussion.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I kind of figured instead of me telling you what you're supposed to do, how about we talk together and figure it out together? Right?
Absolutely. I love that color. What yarn is that?
So this is from a lady in Wasilla in Alaska. So Alaska Jude's yarn.
Ooh. Ah!
And this was the yarn that was, so I have 560 in this cake, and this was the yarn that my friend saw just randomly, thought of me.
Right, you got that for your birthday.
Yes, only she didn't realize it was my birthday. It was literally just a gift of love.
560 yards?
Yep.
That's going to be
So this is going to be, yes. Oh my gosh, look at the baubles. Look at the baubles.
Now, are you doing you said the cowl or the stole?
I'm going to do the stole. I prefer that.
So you're just going to knit it till it's done?
Yeah. And then.
Cool.
I haven't finished reading the instructions, but I'm assuming since she didn't have me do a, what's it called? A cast on that you can. Provisional.
Thank you.
There we go. So I'm assuming I'm going to do a seam it together at the end. So. But I so love it. Color. Yeah, it's such a relaxing knit. So I knit from here. That's where I had left off when we were camping. So I knit all of this during the retreat.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
I like that.
But 8 hours a day, 2 days in a row. So
that's
besides from the couple hours I was handling stuff,
That's right.
And I've got it in my Stephanie bag. Well, okay, rusted stitch bag.
Yes.
So that I got for my birthday.
So that is the largest bag that I make, but I'm actually, I was talking with Amber, who is the Crafty Keller, and I said, what do you think if I do a sock size bag with that kind of handle? And she was like, oh my gosh, you have to do that.
Yeah, I love this. I love this handle so much. So fun. Oh, it makes me so happy. Yeah. So thank you, my dear friend, for that.
You're so welcome.
We did forget to mention one.
I have one FO, but I don't have it here. I did a sample knit for Dream in Color. They send you the yarn, they send you the pattern, and then you knit up the shop sample and you send it back to them. And then they pay you in yarn, which who doesn't love that? So this is the All Points South, and it is, I think it is labeled, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it is labeled as a cowl / poncho. So it's one piece. And you would pull it over your head, and you can wear it kind of bunched and forward like you would a regular cowl or a shawl, but there's no back to it. So it doesn't fall off at all.
Oh, wow.
Right? And you can also take it and pull it over your shoulders for kind of a capped look. And then it kind of crosses down across your body for the poncho look.
Oh.
So it's kind of a
I love it. Casapinka is so smart.
She has some beautiful designs, you guys. If you have never knit one of hers, I would highly recommend you go over and check out either her Ravelry patterns or her website. And the thing I like about her too, she's got these really fun, unique patterns, but her color choices are they're awesome.
Yeah. She's pretty darn cool. And then,
so I don't have it to show you in person, but that got sent back to them.
Yeah. So when you say they pay you in yarn, so they send you yarn for yourself outside of this project?
They send you the equivalent of what you are knitting. So I got 3 skeins of yarn to do the pattern, and then they send you 3 skeins of yarn for you to keep.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. I can see why somebody would do that then.
Yeah. I don't often I don't do test knits because I hate deadlines. But this was a sample knit, so I'm not actually looking for errors. I mean, I'll do it if need be, but this is more.
And you did find some stuff.
Right.
Not
and
on
this is more,
Capitina's end.
exactly. So this is more just getting the process done because they need the samples to send out to stores. So yes, there's a timeline, but it's not the same when you're test knitting versus sample knitting. So yeah.
And do you know how many people actually did the sample knits for this?
If I had to guess, maybe 25, 30 people, maybe. Maybe.
So you guys might see her stuff in a yarn store. I'm just saying.
You never know. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun to know what shop it went to. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be.
Well, and then I have one last crafting thing that I've been doing. So I have been talking with a counselor for myself, and it's been very helpful. And I was telling her about all the pressure and resentment I have started to feel about my knitting recently, which is not a good thing. So she suggested I try something else for a while. And I've always loved making jewelry. I just don't do it very often. So I made these earrings. So the thing that I found at the store came with this thing, and it had these holes in it. So I added the jump ring, but I don't know what to add to the jump ring. So because all my other ones, I've been using I've actually lost 2 pairs of earrings as I've been out and about this house. So I need to get some stoppers on my things. But all my other earrings I've been doing either I've been stripping yarn to make little not pom-poms, what are they? Tassels. Or I've been using my embroidery floss to make tassels and stuff for them. And I was thinking,
that's a cute idea.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that'd be fun to make a couple stitch minders.
Yes.
So I might do that. So look for that next time. Maybe.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, but do you guys think it would be good to put floss on this one too? Or should I take the jump rings off and go back to just having those 3 holes? That's how it came from the store.
If it were me, I would do the jump rings only because if you put like a little tassel, they'll hang independently from it.
Yes. But do you think I should add it? Should I add the tassel?
I say try it. You never know.
I kind of want to do like a bright yellow.
Ooh. Yeah. You could do a gradient yellow.
Oh, that too. So I have to go buy some floss because I don't have any bright yellow, but that was my idea. And I learned
you need to live by me because my mother-in-law gifted me her entire DMC floss collection, and I would be happy to share with you.
See, there we go.
There we go.
So those are the things we've all been working on. And everything. And I really thank you, Steph, for sitting down with me this morning because I needed this. I needed
as well. I look forward to this every 2-ish weeks-ish.
Yep. So just always remember, guys, that life happens between knits and pearls.
See you guys next time.
Bye.